The People's Party of Canada, its leader, Maxime Bernier, was ordered to pay more than $2,000 in fines today after admitting he broke COVID-19 rules in Manitoba 2 years ago. Let's bring in the CBC's Bartley Kivas, who is at the courthouse in Winnipeg where Bernier made his appearance. Bartley, take us through what happened in court today.
So Maxime Bernier was facing 4 charges originally, stemming back to June of 2021 when he issued a tour of Manitoba. He was originally planning to visit 10 communities at a time when no public gatherings were allowed. During the third wave of COVID-19, hospitals here were hit so hard, intensive care wards were overwhelmed, and dozens of patients were actually flown out of the province. Bernier was warned or asked by Manitoba public health officials not to do this tour. He first went to a place called Niverville, Manitoba, south of Winnipeg. He was issued 2 tickets there. Then he continued on after being warned not to continue on and went to Saint-Pierre-Joly, another town south of Winnipeg. He ended up getting arrested, handcuffed there, and put in jail for 12 hours. Bernier was facing 2 charges for violating the gathering rules and 2 more charges for failing to isolate in Manitoba without being vaccinated at a time when that was not permitted. 2 of those charges were stayed, the ones for failing to isolate. Today in court, the Crown attorney argued that Bernier should be fined for $3,300, suggesting that these fines have to be more an actual deterrent, not rather just a licensing fee for breaking the law. Bernier's lawyers argued that this was an exceptional circumstance and that he should not have to pay any fines. The judge eventually just disagreed, saying that people should not get to choose which public health rules or which provincial rules whatsoever that they would choose to violate or not, and without that there would be chaos, frankly. And in the end, she sided between the 2 requests. There was an agreed statement of facts here. There was no debate. This was originally going to be a 3-day trial. It was simply half a day, but in the end, judge decided that simply there would be about $2,000 in fines.
Bartley, Mr. Bernier did speak with reporters after court. Tell us what he had to say.
Well, he described this as a victory because 2 out of the 4 charges were effectively stayed and they went away. He felt that he gets to say that he didn't have to plead guilty. Now, technically, this is a violation of a public health order, an admission or not. There is no guilty or not guilty plea here. So both sides get to claim victory on that side. Bernier did, after the fact, claim that the treatment he received in Manitoba was something of political persecution.
It was the premier of this province said before I arrived that if I'm coming, I will be arrested. So that's political repression for me. And that's why I was the only one, because they wanted to be sure that we won't be able to have rally here in Winnipeg. They didn't want to have that other point of view to be out there.
Now, Manitobans will see a lot more of Maxime Bernier over the next month. He is running in the by-election in Portage-Lisgar, a rural seat south and southwest of Winnipeg that was vacated when Candice Bergen resigned in February.
Okay, Bartley, appreciate your reporting. Bartley
Thank you very much.
In Winnipeg.